Star and Coach Yarge on the stage with them.
Another 2-2 bout, Kobe. Teams are actually looking to get out of the middle of this pack here. So C9's losses were Echo Fox and CLG, or I'm sorry, Immortals and Tip. I'm looking at my greens and the reds here in the wrong order. But then Echo Fox and CLG were their wins, and CLG is the one that a lot of people are looking at because CLG, while still in a situation of finding themselves with this new team, is also expected to be doing well. So that bodes well for Cloud9. Team Solo Mid, Dig and Liquid, who were both struggling teams, so have Team Solo Mid found themselves actually within their play.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, there's been week-to-week improvement for them, so we'll see if that continues because week 3, definitely a difficult opponent here. Oh, by the way, just a small addition. I did get confirmation that the strategy that Team Dignitas did try to pull off with the minion blocking, the second minion so that the first one goes down first, did work. So they denied one minion.
It did.
They were able to do it. Apollo pulled it off.
Indeed it did.
Wonderful to see more people, going for that. It is a little bit more risky, depending on if you know they're going to lane swap or not, but let's get into this game, picks and bans, because so far, pretty much all normal bans here, except for the Alistar, has finally found his way onto the ban list. Alistar has been High's biggest champion in the support role, his most effective champion, because High likes to play as an initiator, High likes to be on the front lines, and the ultimate from Alistar allows him to do that. Plus it allows him to set up plays with the crowd control that he brings. So we are finally going to see High pushed onto another support. A lot of people had questions around his champion pool. The one drawback of switching around roles all the time, not only are you not as familiar with all the matchups in your lane, but your champion pool will suffer.
What he will play. If High's a Trundle, does he go back to Janna? I mean, the guy behind him was a fantastic Janna player, Lemon Nation on your screen right there. So we'll see. The supports to come a little bit later. What is that priority pick, though? Kalista has still been left up for this team.
Yeah, a lot of stuff here. Kalista's up, Corky's up, Kindred, Elise is banned. Just kidding, Elise is banned.
We both did it? Okay. Corky first priority. So also a little bit flexy here. They kind of get that idea into the minds of Team Solo Mid. Not a for sure first pick. Haunter's Poppy has been banned out over and over again. We actually saw him with some pretty fantastic mechanical play on that Poppy.
Haunter is definitely the quickest of the North American players to pick up the champion. Had 2 very, very strong performances on it. Even though they only got 1 win, he was definitely the bright spot for TSM and performed well even in their loss. Looking at Corky, though, is a flexible pick. North America still does play a significant amount in the AD carry role as well as mid lane. So TSM going to look for some hard engage here. Alessandra, definitely good when you're facing multiple squishy targets. And that is a definite possibility with the flexible nature of Corky.
A lot of crowd control right now from Team Solo Mid. That one person gets hit, you're pretty much staying in the same spot. Choose to do whatever. Some tank on the rest of their comp. Cloud9 looking to stay away from this crowd control. What can they put in? Denying the kill itself is always a fantastic one. Tom Kench did make it through, and he's off the bench, along with some more denial of engage, or engage for themselves. The Braum gets locked in.
Braum and Kench locked in. Really good at saving AD carries here with a double lock-in. So that does make me think they're probably going to go with a double marksman comp here. It's weird calling Corky even an AD carry since he does almost all magic damage now, like 75%. But we'll see what they round it out with. 2 very quick lock-ins for TSM with the bottom lane there. So Doublelift is going to get his hands on Lucian. And that Yellow Star Janna that you're talking about, not going to be an option for High. Yellow Star has had, highlight plays on Janna, so see if he and Doublelift can coordinate. It's an interesting mix here that TSM do have. Lissandra generally used for her hard engage capabilities. Now they have some disengage to balance it. Lissandra can also kite back and can also be use her control abilities defensively, but looks like they are going to try and get to the source of the problem here with some extra poke locked in on Cloud9's side. Not only is it going to be Corky Rockets, but Nidalee Spears as well.
interesting, Rush's Nidalee. He can get himself into quite a bit of trouble on that champion.
True.
As we've seen in recent weeks. And he likes to be aggressive. He says it just about in every one of his interviews. And the last time he had that Nidalee was against Impulse. We saw him go a little too ham.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm so excited for this particular game is that Rush and Svenskeren actually have fairly similar styles as far as jungling goes.
Good point.
And they're both very alpha-oriented junglers, and we'll see who can actually get the lead. Svenskeren being on Rex side might go for the farm route though, and try and just use the ultimate over and over again to get back out onto the field and farm quicker. Bjergsen locks in some bursts to follow up on Lissandra play though.
Trying to keep it diverse for himself. Twisted Fate, Syndra, and Ahri so far. He played that Syndra twice, so this Bjergsen will be his first Victor pick.
This Bjergsen is also going to be a huge part of the wave clear. TSM have actually drafted a lot of wave clear to try and hold up to any sort of siege that Cloud9 opt for. Lissandra wave clear is also fairly strong. It's a little bit more dangerous as you have to proc your Q on the front line to get it to explode onto the back range of minions, but Victor also means that they do have many options, as well as Lucius Culling. So TSM actually drafting some good answers here later into the draft phase.
Well, I feel like we're going to get later into the game with this one, as we have been in the past weeks. Let us know which team you think has the edge in this match. Tweet hashtag C9win or hashtag TSMwin to @LOL Esports. And we'll update the fan vote once we are into game. Those lineups right there. I hope this is going to be a bloody mess of the game, because those are all aggressive players at one point in their career. I'd love to see it right now. Week 3, let's go. Power spike for all the teams. We're on to the Rift.
The level 1 power spike.
Oh,
go get him. Honestly, though, Nidalee does have a pretty strong level 1 power spike as far as clearing the jungle. Let's see if Rush starts out with the traps and starts spamming them on multiple camps early. Kind of a thesis question right there. I actually know he will, because that's how you play Nidalee. Spam traps on your camps, so you have a very quick early clear. But anyway, the general game plan here for Cloud9 is going to be to work around Rush's early aggressive style. They've got the Tristana, so if Rush is able to exert pressure early with the Nidalee, then he can rotate into lanes, just pressure the lanes by throwing spears and allow Sneaky time to get up explosive charges onto the spear or onto the turrets for early turret damage and try and knock down the outer turrets early with that combo. Rush can do this in either the duo lane or heading to Jensen's lane and trying to help Corki as well.
Just putting around. All right, Jetson, now's your time to do it. We heard Bjergsen talking a little bit about the Cloud9 of old and how picks and bans became the situation where they win the game.
Yeah, defensive wards there for TSM did see the entry. They will also see the exit. I think they exited the brush. Pings are going down, actually, and they're going to stick around for this delayed invade on topside. Topside's where the action is, by the way. Let's keep our looking over there. High does have a ward. Can he try and steal this? Nope, Svenskeren saves his smite because they saw them. Smart play there. High won't be able to get much done.
We're actually looking.
He's going to keep it up, though. He's going to delay him.
High was able to completely push Svenskeren after sharing any of that experience. Or, I'm sorry, Hanser.
Meanwhile,
not too big of a deal. Balls forced the flash in the bottom lane.
Double lift. Oh! Ooh. Can't decide whether to go for it or not. In a lane swap scenario, though, taking some extra turret hits there probably won't hurt him.
Right.
As he probably won't fight anybody for a long time now, so not a big deal. But they were able to get Balls flash out from there.
Yeah.
Balls was trying to go with the greedy play there, trying to get some lane experience. Did get some, so small experience advantage there. Cloud9 jump out to the 100 gold lead. Woo.
Balls going to that top side. Going to try to get this turret real quick, so C9 may be a little bit behind here.
They gave the blue buff over to Hanser, so he can spam Qs and try and help them clear minion waves, but that's not generally a problem. And also, you lose out on some of the bonus experience from the jungle item by not giving the last hit of the main monster in the camp to the actual jungler. So net experience loss for the team. We'll see if the blue buff on Lissandra is actually worth it. And they actually do use it in some way to pressure quicker. Up top, though, it's hard to keep up with explosive charge there. Tristana's going to knock down that jet very quickly, so I don't think it will be too big of an issue. Both teams should get them around the same time. Just keep an eye on the bouncing of the waves. Looks like both teams will correctly bounce them. Yep, that's how you want it. Move it up there. It's going to be so that it stops a little bit further on Cloud9's side, so it's going to focus on minion.
Also, that side of the wave kind of brings in the minions quicker, so you get more C9 minions. Good to go. Rush doing a little counter jungling now.
He didn't want to start that red anyway. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's good to go. There we go. Whoa!
What a dangerous jump.
Ring around the rosy from Yellowstar and Rush.
This is actually really, really dangerous of Rush to go for that, especially going for it blind. This is their weak side now. I mean, both teams have swapped back their duo lane, so this is no longer the strong side for Cloud9, but Rush doing Rush things.
He waited. That was slow. Waited for the Howling Gale, gets the smite down. Svenskeren in the right spot at the right time, but Rush playing with fire here, and he is in control of it.
He's level 5 to Svenskeren's level 3. Rush did get the triple buff, I believe. I was paying way too much attention to the power bouncing and not to the jungling.
So this is the Rush game,
very rare case. But
he says what's going on. He makes the moves.
Rush is going to be able to make those visits to the lane very early. He's got a tremendous experience lead on Svenskeren now. And not only is it a lead now, but it's going to get even worse for Svenskeren because the rest of his red side was counter jungled. So now his play is only to go and soak experience with the duo lane. So he's going to get a third of a solo lane experience. I mean, you do get a small buff just from having multiple people there, but the Gromp will be the only thing that he can get from this side since Rush just took the Wolves. So the Wolves will not respawn for a while here. And it looks like
lane swap games definitely become kind of a dance of the junglers. Who can do it better? Who makes the better move? Right now, a 28-12 Rush over Svenskeren. It looks like he's not going to stop here. Takes out the tunnel, and he should just head to the other side of the river after placing some wards.
Yep. Meanwhile, Balls and Hansar are dead even on experience. Hansar's trying to come down here and soak some solo lane, but he won't be able to. If he moves up far, he'll get killed. So Hansar right now is actually kind of wasting time. He's gaining a small amount of information by forcing the rest of Cloud9 up, but that's about it. Meanwhile, Balls is doing the same thing, so both top laners going to meet up down here. And this wave is actually not optimal for Cloud9, so Balls is actually going to just press it one more time. What you want to do now is try and grab the minions before... Oh, actually, Rush might just stick around since he's got such a huge experience advantage. Maybe they bait. Yeah,
I'm saying 11 and 12 CS for Haunter and Balls. They must feel terrible. That's the situation of the game so far, and they'll be okay. But
that's
as of right now, that would have been a nice bait they could have done with Tom Kench. Oh, Jensen going hard, gets the ultimate out. Actually, very nicely done there. A little bit of kill potential now for that mid lane, and heal is down for Bjergsen.
Know exactly what he's doing. That's that aggressive style we were talking about from Jensen as well. Cooldown. Let's see if they can actually make something out of that play, though. Because, you know, that is going to at least force Jensen back to base now. And the cooldown on Victor Ultimate not that long. A minute and a half left.
Yeah, both of them have been quite relentless without any pressure in the mid lane. They have about 2,200 gold each to spend.
Well,
haven't gone back.
Without the heal and without the ultimate from Victor, I do expect Rush to apply more pressure there now. Because Jensen just... Oh, he actually didn't go back and purchase. I think he must be waiting for an item breakpoint then. Because that was the opportunity.
He's almost out of mana here. Well, he's got the blue.
400 gold for him right now. Both of them sitting on
back. All right. Gentleman's agreement.
I mean, Corki can buy it. Corki can buy it so many different breakpoints. It's actually not that big of a deal.
So he goes Fade Sheen. You see the upgrade for Bjergsen. Looks like it would be most likely for his W, and it is. No, I'm sorry, E. Laser upgrade, not W.
All right, now let's see if they try and pressure him, because they know there's no heal on him. And the ultimate only has about 30 seconds left to come back up. Not going to happen, though. Everybody just farming in sidelines. Just mirrored farming here for the top laners. The wave is almost in exactly the same place as well, so dead even there for them.
Yummy. 45-22 in that CS. Svenskeren actually hasn't been able to farm too much, with Rush actually countering that jungle over and over again. He's got a finished trackers now.
Yep.
Doing quite a bit more damage here. And it looks like they're going to start hovering over towards Dragon or something with this mid turret.
Yeah, pretty much the big gold difference right now for Cloud9 is sitting all in the jungle and in the mid lane here. Jensen does have a small lead over Bjergsen, and Rush has a significant lead over Svenskeren. Meanwhile, Double Lift, you know, is able to work up marginal CSC for himself as far as 80 carry matchup. Big swing back to TSM. But Cloud9 are able to take that first dragon, get the 6%, which doesn't do very much right now, but will definitely provide more gains later.
Another slow kill game on our hands, Cody.
Yeah. The biggest thing, though.
As we do this, the biggest thing might be first blood. Gray health. He goes over to Yellowstar's side. I actually like his choice of pathing here. He gets away from Double Lift, knowing Yellowstar won't be able to finish that kill. And although he has to blow the flash, they choose the right exit path.
Okay, so that was a exhaust for a flash. Now, one of the biggest things I was just about to talk about was the ward coverage. The biggest difference in this game isn't the small gold lead that Cloud9 have gotten, it's the ward coverage. Because Rush got so much of an experience advantage with the early Tracker's Knife done and fully upgraded, he gets the extra move speed from the full upgrade here. All right, he's going to be able to finish counter jungling. But Cloud9 have been constantly on TSM's side. And it's only just now that TSM are getting their own wards deep in on red side with this bottom lane push.
All right, prepped Gale. He's gonna let that one charge up, but he gets no pop-up out of it. And
Here
this
comes
looks
Rush as well to support. So TSM actually pretty deep here. Balls can stack up.
all right. They're not split anymore. TSM gets on the same side. It's a good move by Svenskeren there to kind of bolster the ranks.
So
turret to half.
yeah, they see Sneaky's top, so they know at worst it will turn into 4 versus 5 if Hanser collapses as well. But they're sending Hanser up to just play defensively. They don't want Triss to be able to finish off the secondary turret.
It also works because Sneaky, not super more powerful than Hanser, but he's only got 2 rings right now. He's not really a threat to Sneaky at this point, so not too scary for him to be up this far with knowledge of the other members of Team Solo Mid. We'll see what Cloud9 tries to work off of this. Doesn't look like Sneaky's going too far too fast, and he may just stay for this next wave. Jensen holding off.
Rush is going pretty deep here. This is fairly aggressive. Just tagged though.
Whoa, but from the bot lane, Hanser with that TP. Remember, he was just in the top lane with Sneaky. Now on to high. He flashes over the wall. And the Balls comes out right in the Chaos Storm party. He'll be all right in the situation, though, but still wanted to create presence.
They left. That was 4 versus 5, so Sneaky's going to get that turret. So even though Cloud9 don't turn that kill on Svenskeren, they still come out ahead. They get the objective. Top lane turret. Oh, just kidding.
Ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping.
I was all excited, but Sneaky was actually just farming minions.
He better move. They have Johnny here. Look at the movement speed, assisting Double Lift to get into the right spot. Swifty's on that as well. Double Lift, good luck.
Sneaky does have both summoners, so
deja vu if this were actually a Thresh play, but he is going to be fine. They cannot get the kill on a Sneaky. Double Lift doesn't get what he wants.
I've been conditioned, Rib. Anytime I see a Tristana alone with a turret must be dying. Nope.
She got to touch it. It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty close on the vote there. Both teams out to play right now, putting their votes out. 47-53 in the game, showing a little bit more percentage towards C9 side right now with map pressure and a bit of 1,000 gold lead.
All right, so they have successfully cleared out all that early vision that Cloud9 invested on TSM's side, so pulling it back very close to even here for TSM. I mean, the CS advantage still is for Cloud9, and that's that gold difference that you see. Plus the extra dragon there, giving that 6%. Honestly, Jensen here in the mid lane is about to be a very big threat. Trinity Force is completed. And she's about to... All right, no longer a big threat. Just kidding. Corki dumps out damage at this stage of the game, so it doesn't matter. But he's about to hit level 11 as well. So level 11 Corki with blue buff is a huge power spike because the level 2 ultimate from Corki is so much power. High doesn't hit the Q though.
Oh,
zoning ultimate.
Dodge, he should be good. Winter Spike goes out and it's only 1-2 more. Unbreakable stops it. Yellow Star's trying to get the pathing on them so the Howling Gale will cut across and he's not on the chase. But they do not have the vision to get it for themselves and realize Rush is coming back.
All these waves push for Cloud9 though. They've done such a good job of keeping up the pressure. Now maybe they get at least some damage on the turret because there's no teleport on Hanser.
He's backing right now. He will not have home guards. We're only 15 minutes in right now, so that's going to be a slow roll for Hanser to get back to this top lane. Turret's going down. Monsoon ultimate used to save it. That's part of the disengage. They need to stop something like Rush going in right there. But he misses the Javelin. They do not have a play. Cloud9, however, looking very good around the map.
Yep. Rush is able to hit that one spear that matters right on the double lift.
Yep.
With the Luden's Echo proc, or Runic Echo proc.
You get it just to lose it. Like, I won this fight anyways. Still have some time on Rift Herald before it goes off the map. So Cloud9 says, let's pick it up. We don't really have much more we can pressure without getting in a dangerous spot. They've actually moved this game forward quite quickly. Mid-turret's what they need to work on, but we've seen teams work around that lately. Just take down the sides, no problem.
Right into that same game plan of Cloud9 working around Rush's early aggressiveness into the double poke that they have with Corki and Nidalee. And the turret destruction of Tristana, they can just continue to pressure all the lanes. They've been building up now. They got that extra global gold from the extra turret that they've taken on topside, so maybe they can hold on to this dragon. It looks like TSM are going to go for it, though, and try and snag #1 for themselves. I don't think Sneaky can push quick enough, even with the Rift Herald on top lane, to make TSM pay for this dragon, unless Rush lands some God Spears here on the double lift. Not going to be the case.
They got the ward.
You have to send somebody back here. Yeah, he's going back to try and defend against Sneaky.
You got to at least throw one, right?
So, yeah. Good move there by TSM, able to snag back that dragon. #1 is important for them.
I thought he was trying to fog a war onto Bjergsen for a second. I was like, that's real aggressive.
So, sorry about that. I was very slow on my comp button. my casting mechanics are gone to the garbage.
It's all right.
It came out of nowhere, Rib. I'm sorry.
Calm down.
At least I'm not sick anymore. All right.
Good.
Russia under fire here, though.
They're going to keep it. Oh, I feel if they hit one of these spears, Rush is just going to be diving into the fight. I'm so ready to see it happen, too. Now, Hanser on the top lane does have that TP back up. Good forward wards here from C9. Would see his rotation over if he were deciding to walk to mid lane. And that's what should be on the docket right now here for Cloud9. Last real turret right in front of their face besides the second tier bottom. And this could be the time that they take it if Bjergsen can't hold the mid lane here and Balls distracts.
Balls just waddles away and regens half of that damage.
Oh, maybe they're going for a kill.
Gray health. Ooh, Hanser's recall is going to go off. No problem. Sneaky not able to find him.
Oh.
Guesses wrong.
It's like when you make that run you see him the last time, you're like 1, 2, you count to 8. You hope to be able to find him.
So right now for Cloud9 is actually kind of the worrisome stage in the game, even though they're so far ahead, even though they still have the pressure. The onus is on them to create, to keep up that pressure without letting TSM get their flank off. TSM's whole objective right now is to get Hanser first to level 11, and once he's level 11, look for the double flank with him and Rek'Sai to try and find that back line. If Hanser can get off the level 2 ultimate, post level 11, onto the back line, then TSM can crack this.
All right, TSM win condition, get your flank on. See if they can do so.
Happy feet. High hits him
Walked
this time.
right into the Glacial Fissure on that one.
He hits him and then flashes backwards. What? All right.
I want it, but I don't want it.
So you can see that that's High's nature. This is a guy, he always wants to make plays. This constantly,
Yeah.
even in a 3 versus 4 situation. A little bit misjudged there. They didn't have deep vision. TSM had the full vision coverage of that side of the map, so they felt confident pulling off that play. But yeah, once again, I think that the reason TSM fully not committing to anything here, they want to get Hanser to level 11 first, then we might see that action.
A good spike for them. Still looking for the AD carriers to get it as well. Always nice to have that level of your ultimate on the second one. Essence Reaver, so he finished Infinity Edge. Double lifts boots, he went that lucidity and finished them up as well. Not too much of a lead. Like you said, Cloud9 does have it.
Yeah.
Can they still utilize it? Can they make something happen now? Everything was happening so quickly before.
Yeah. It is only 2,000 gold. Both teams have Rod of Ages on their team, so the stacking mechanic working similarly for each, as Hanser just completed his, and Rush the same. Yeah, TSM just happy to continue farming, though. Hanser really wants to soak that wave in bottom. He's waiting so patiently, waiting to receive his experience as Sneaky and High push up that bottom lane.
It'll be his birthday soon. Look at the
Top laner's so happy in lane swap scenarios when they finally get to receive the wave.
I've waited 19.5 minutes.
He's getting chunked out, though.
We see usually would be a kill if that was maybe the level 11 or even a better
Can they
game.
zone Hanser off of this?
Not much damage there.
Due to that chunk?
There's one to hit. If he, yeah, because if he comes in, he dies from high, but he could try to take damage off of the explosive shot. It's too tricky of a game to play.
Continue trading turrets here, 1 for 1. TSM actually pretty happy to do this.
One, they're on the inhibitor turrets. That means it's probably going to be faster here. They're going for balls, though. The focus is off to make sure they get one down. If balls can stop them on this, that might Cloud9.
That might be enough time for Jensen to get back and defend, though.
All right, one goes down, a minute and a half on the Dragon. So after we see this inhibitor battle, that will be on the board. No, balls goes down. He comes in with Jensen. A little bit of false sense of security. The Monsoon saves him, but also saves Double Lift to slip away from dying. The inhibitor goes down. Now it's on TSM to stay in the base with home guards active 30 seconds ago. If C9 can make it back in time to close out a fight, Jensen's going to try to stop backs, and the team is staying in the bot lane. Oh, Hunter gets proc. That's the lockdown, the Winter's Bite, the punch, and the concussive blows do concuss Hunter.
So both
one, but inhibitors are falling.
Both top laners go down, being a little bit too aggressive, trying to defend, and Cloud9 comes out and inhibitor ahead, and they're still going.
What is going on today?
Tristana, baby, the demolitionist.
This is absolutely crazy. Jensen is looking, I don't think he saw a double lift.
Can TSM get a kill here, though? They've got home guards. Oh, good jump.
Texas turret, 21 minutes in. This is where it gets scary. This is where we've been seeing teams falter, staying too far, too long, and overstaying their welcome. The laser misses High, but the final shots will not, coming from Senskaren. The rest of the team on the balls. He just came back from being up, and it looks like he'll find himself back down once again. Double Lift gets that kill for himself, one after the other.
All right, now let's see if TSM can make anything off of that play. They got the extra 2 kills here. A very short power play, plus all the waves are pushing. And Heartbreaker there for Cloud9 as the turret does not go down. Jensen should be able to get that pretty easily, though. But man, yeah, TSM come back swinging. They grab 2 more kills, so we're back to a dead even game as far as the gold is concerned. The big thing is going to be the super minions down bottom. So there goes High. Talked about his love of creating plays. He's able to make one right there. But the thing is, this early in the game, with lane swap scenarios, you know, if that inhibitor is down and Cloud9 are not proactive and they don't force plays, you know, elsewhere on the map, then it's just going to mean extra farm for TSM, extra farm for Hunter there, because the super minions are going to kill off TSM's minions, and Cloud9 won't be able to farm them. That being said, though, good teams will take advantage of the pressure afforded to them by that inhibitor being down and try and create something else on the other side of the map. As of right now, though, Hunter happily farming away.
Yep. Keeping it in the side lanes. Notably, where Cloud9 has done it all game long. How much even damage do they have on this turret in mid? Oh, it's a breath away from going down. But made sure to stay on the outside. Maybe that, you know, has really lessened the chances of them getting flanked. Now they're going to force it, take it, have the wards to get out.
Well, talking about using the pressure of the downed inhibitor, they have a package now to force something, so they can definitely force the issue. Like Svenskeren going for the flank. Hauntzer's coming around too, but he's a little bit far off. Hauntzer's trying to go through the jungle to flank around the backside.
Interesting spot for Doublelift to come from, more of an alert than the engage that they could have had in that situation.
Yeah.
With Svenskeren there. Dragon's live, so I don't even think somebody goes for Dragon. They get an inhibitor and a Nexus turret after this. It really happens. The fight's in the right spot.
Good dodges.
They are taking a lot of poke for not wanting to fight right now. That's the hit back. It looks like Balls is going to be okay along with Sneaky in this. Nobody was able to get to the back line. The teleport from Haunzer could close in on a ward we see in mid, but do they want it this low?
Haunzer's occupied with the super minions still,
that's true.
And Doublelift chunked out so heavily, he's going to have to back. It looks like TSM have been able to hold, and as we mentioned, the full experience and the full farm of that bottom lane is gone to Haunzer. Oh, they're forcing it.
Oh, the smite fight. Kobe, we're going to get it. The 50-50 ball is up in the air.
Teleport is ready.
Just on the outside. Rush ready to get... Oh, no, the TP comes down. That's what they wanted. That's what they were looking for, and they just gained quite a bit of map pressure for it.
Well, with Balls having his teleport down also, it's going to be a little bit harder to answer, but Tahm Kench, luckily, does have a global ult. Or semi-global for himself, and can still try and make a cross-map play. But Scaring though on Rek'Sai might be able to answer. TSM counter push here on the back of the discontinued Baron. Oh, they're gonna overstay?
Just missed. There's the Abyssal Voyage actually coming in. Svenskeren just in range. One good lick. He gets Yellow Star on the backside.
How many licks does it take to stop Yellow Star?
He's going for multiple licks on multiple people. What an intake. Haunzer teleports in, puts himself in the Glacial Tomb, and Jensen's going to be the first target. That's Doublelift's kill. The culling comes out, and it's going to get the
double
kill. It picks up a double. Now they're moving forward. Rush looks to the entire TSM team as they start to take down his turrets, and C9 going a bit too hard.
The long-awaited flank from Haunzer finally comes out, and that's going to be a double inhibitor take because the top is already exposed.
It just seemed like a few seconds ago he made that TP. Up again, uses it on cooldown and takes Cloud9 off guard. These inhibitors falling as well for Cloud9. Rush falling as well. 8 seconds on members. 8 seconds on Jensen in mid. There is DPS coming out that will not allow TSM to finish the game, but they have completely swung this in their favor.
That was just an all-star.
Oh, it's not over! Balls comes in. They lost the Nexus turret throughout this. Are they really going to try to fight? Home guards are coming out. They know they have TSM on the back foot now, and this is going to be the damage. The ultimate's up for C9. They get a kill on Svenskeren. Can the chase be there? No spooky ghost to be used. No real slows unless High is in range. And Haunzer gets himself over the wall with a claw. Remember, the Nexus turret did go down. Cloud9 still has both of theirs, but 2 inhibitors need to come up.
So the inhibitor here for TSM is going to come back up pretty soon. So they will have the double inhibitor advantage with 2 lanes pressing, and that is going to put so much pressure on this Baron. Vision coverage for Cloud9 is paramount right now. They're trying to get it down. And is this going to be a really desperate play for them? Try and take advantage of Svenskeren being down. Svenskeren doesn't have a tunnel, an optimal tunnel. He can go to mid lane though. This is really desperate. They're burning it down.
Holy macaroni.
Oh, Svenskeren gets there.
It's going to Rush. It's going to Cloud9. Svenskeren. It starts to fight. Sneaky takes a lot of hits. He is so low he can't come back in the fight. They want to peel out. They want to use these minions to save the base. They don't want to fight. Jensen. Oh no! He tombed him right on Jensen.
Rush just gave Jensen up there.
No.
He could have, oh man. So Rush was probably, okay, well, it's going to be the end of the game, it looks like.
This is,
we'll go over that later.
Everything happening. The fuse was lit and they just snuffed it out. TSM saw Cloud9 get Baron. They stomped that fuse out. There will be no explosion now from Cloud9. They go down in team solo mid in another very quick game of the day. 28 minutes on the clock.
Oh, can they finish though?
From coast to coast.
The Baron
it may not even be over. They may stop this. Doublelift goes in. He wants to make it happen. He's going for broke, but he actually relentless pursuits out. Bjergsen with the upgraded auto attacks. One more, and there's the hit. TSM will make it happen. They take down Cloud9.
Double lift right there, QSSing off the stacks from balls. The acquired taste drops off and he can't eat them. But Bjergsen returning there to finish the job, and they do get the Nexus in the end. That